It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Wizards and the Snowhawks. And it's coming up next.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here between the Orlando Wizards taking on the Snowhawks of Brooklyn. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brissett going to go to the air right away. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Corral. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. His first touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They trail now 9-0. The opening safety followed by the touchdown a moment ago. So an early hole to dig out of as the drive starts 1st and 10. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Play action now. Brissett. That's complete. It's Okuebunan. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Gibbs straight ahead. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Corral's throw into the hands of Kirk. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down. Corral takes a shotgun snap. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Corral. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. We can look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Here's Corral on 1st down. Flushed out right. Sliding down here. Good move by Corral. He's got the 1st down. After 1, it's 9-0. 2nd quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Corral. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tito Agbanaya getting in there to drop him. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Corral. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Corral, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
From the 21, here's second down and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brissett.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Second and a couple.
To throw, Brissett.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Corral. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A beautiful fake. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Well, that's complete to Shepard. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Brissett. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Orlando.
Throwing. Brissett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Brissett. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, Brissett. That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Gibbs forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A final shot before the half for Corral. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. On first down, Corral.
Throw complete right side the course. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Corral. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Corral.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Corral takes a shotgun snap. Checks this one down to Robinson.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brissett. Over the middle
complete to Samuel. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Wizards.
Play fake, Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action now. Brissett looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Wizards are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Wizards 14.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ellinger.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ellinger going to keep this himself.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Option play, here's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
On play action, Ellinger.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. A first down throw for Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3. Throwing, Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Brissett now on second down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Williams to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Third and 4. Ellinger to throw. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 8, a little under 2.5 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. On first down, Trubisky.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Trubisky.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Sharp's got it, left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Trubisky. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Brooklyn, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.